Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about this new Optimus Prime from the Rise of the Beast from the 30 DLX line, and I'll be comparing with the original Optimus from the Bumblebee movie, which is this guy. And we'll be talking about good things and bad things between these two figures. So first thing first, this guy I got it for about £210 from bomberspeed.net, and you can get it directly from the 30 website as well as ShowZ as well. But the ShowZ is a little bit more expensive compared to the Bumblebee or the even 30. So I decided to get it from Bumblebee because they gave me a little bit better discounts and I got a coupon code and stuff like that. So that's why I got it from them. So this is really awesome figures. I don't have any issue with it. I mean, the DLX line from 30s are amazing, and as I said it time and time again with all my previous review, I have all the Marvel line as well as the Transformer line, also MDLX line. So if you want to watch those reviews, check it out on my playlist on my channel. So this one is made in a die-cast skeleton with plastic on top, and also have couple LED lighter point. It's about 12 inches tall, roughly about between 700 grand to a kilo depending on the figures that you're getting it from. So yeah, they're very good figures, and they have so much attention to detail. Articulation is great, paint app is also amazing, and so I have absolutely no complaint with anything about 30. This is really awesome figure, right? So right from the start I'm praising about these figures before I even get into detail. So the only thing I'll be talking about is different between these two, whether you should get this guy or the original guy. Obviously the new guys come with more accessories and weapons, and also LED lighter features on the weapon as well, which is the original one don't have that, which is disappointing. But at that time, that's how it is. That was a couple of years ago, so that was really good at that time, and still is a very good figure, don't get me wrong. I still love both of them, to be honest, and they have slightly different details between two figure. Anyway, so one thing that I really like about is that this one comes with the spare Bumblebee hand as well to hold the X. So now this is the part that I get annoyed. So first, I should be grateful that they provided for me the spare hand that can hold the X like this guy, which I'm doing it right now here, right, like this. Okay, so this one has no energy effects, but the other one has it, so that's the one I put it on. So I should be grateful, right? But unfortunately, they only provided on the right hand side, not on the left hand side, so which means I have a problem. Now the problem is I always like to use the maximum weapon on the figures. I don't like to leave the empty handed basically. Some people don't mind about it, but personally I like to use all the weapons in every figures, right? So I want to use the X on my original 30 Bumblebee figure. So but unfortunately they are not compatible. So the hands is compatible because they have the same ball joints, right? It's not a problem. The problem I'm having is because it's on the right hand side, I cannot use it on the left hand side of this guy. I cannot swap this out. I can pull this out, but I cannot pull this arm out. That is a major problem with it, because this one is completely stuck, it's completely sealed. So unfortunately, I have to use the X on the new Bumblebee figure on the right hand side. I don't know whether that is intentional by 30, maybe because they don't want us to use it on the original guy. I don't know, right? So that is one annoying thing, So apart from that, I have absolutely no complaint with this figure. Absolutely no problem, So you might be saying that, what an ungrateful guy, but I am grateful, but also at the same time I'm also annoyed. So that is a conflict I have in my mind. So because what I want to do is I want to have this blaster, because the Bumblebee come with both of them, and I want to put it on both hands, and I want to give this X to the original guy. That's the whole idea of it. But unfortunately that is not possible in this case, so that's why I have to use this X on this guy and a blaster on the other hand on the Bumblebee. So that's what happened now, basically. All right. So apart from molding inside, let's talk about the good part. Right. So the good part is come with the loads of weapon accessories, as I said. So you got both of these energy sword, which is awesome. I like that. And also comes with this giant blaster weapon as well, which you can actually twist and articulate, and also have LED lighter features here with the 2 different effects, which I'll show you that in a second after I dim the light. And so these are the good part. I mean, I like this one, right? So I wish that they have put some kind of battery on these guns, and then you can have a little LED light up on the tip, and that'll be cool, just like the premium version, but unfortunately not in this DLX version at the time. So that's how it is. So that is a thing. And now I'm gonna talk about the spare hand that comes with it. He comes with tons of hands. This is crazy. You got a pair of fists as usual, no problem. And then you get this X holding hand as well on both sides, which is good. You got open hand, and then you also have relaxed hand as well. And then you also have only on one side pointing fingers, like giving order, that kind of thing. So that is all the hands that comes with it. So it is a decent amount of hand. So that is a good part, right? So let's take a pause on this one. And as you can see here, if I move it a little bit further, you can see here on the comparison, the wheel on the original one and the new one, you can see that it's massively different in terms of size. So I think this is from the Cybertronian kind of version of truck, and this is a reality on Earth version of trucks. And I think this make more sense than this one. This wheel is so tiny, this one make more sense than the new one. And in terms of chimney and stuff, here the original one is a lot longer, and then they got little smoke effects on the tip as well. I'm not sure you can see it. I'm gonna bring it a little further. And this one doesn't have it, so this is a little bit shorter, and you can see a different panel on this side. In terms of arm, and they are very similar, but here is a little bit cleaner, and the original one is a bit darker, kind of like paint going on. That's the difference between these two. And on the leg is you got blue parts around, and then here is a little bit, all chrome metal effects going on. Also the hand is a blue, right? As you can see on blue on both sides, but the new one is all as you can see, all silver gunmetal effects here. And what I like is I like to have this sword as well as the axe, and you can have everything mixed out here, right? And also another thing, a noticeable difference is that you get this glass, which is really cool. You can actually see the all the inner details and all this stuff going on inside that is absolutely awesome. Whereas the original one is completely black, which you can't see anything. Okay, and also the face has the 2 different cover as well, which you can either have a better mask or the just like a actual talking, with a nose and mouth and all these detail as well. So you can have the choice as well. So that is that. And also the Autobot signature is a little bit bigger than the original one as well. So if I come around here, you can see that it's a little bit smaller, and here is much bigger, and all these details are pretty much the same in a way. And to be honest, they don't seem to be much different. The legs is also different. Well, actually it's very similar. It's just a little bit bigger panel. Here's thinner panel, and legs also the same as well. You got much bigger on this side, and then here is a lot thinner as well, you can see. Okay, and the feet is blue here on the original. Here is a silver. Yeah, so and everything else on this new one seems to be a little bit bigger scales in terms of all the bits and pieces, and you can see the light on the feet here. On the original you don't have this on the kneecap and things like that, really. So if I look on the side-by-side profile, you can see that the arms looks very similar as well, and pretty much everything looks very similar. The chest also the same. Unfortunately I have a gun that covering it, so you can't see much, but they are pretty much the same, except that here's all silver panel, and in this one is all painted plastic red color pieces. That's the difference really. I mean, the rest is the same, and slightly different details around underneath there and so on and so forth. I don't see much different, to be honest. And you got vents on this part, and then in here is completely flash. Yeah, small detail, but you know, there are differences, but pretty much they're all similar base, you know, between these two. Here you got massive round circle here right on the knee, but in here it's completely flat, you know, simple blue plastic cover. So things like that really. I mean, it's just a different paint location. If you look at the back, that's where is a noticeable difference, and that is really different here. You can see the spines and all this stuff on here is original. You got all the red going on, and here is completely clean, you know, spine here with all the metal part. That is very cool. And also you can actually crouch and stuff, and also the joints are very stiff, by the way. And you can see that all this spine is absolutely incredible. I just love this detail. I mean, they don't have to though, you know, they can just leave it a completely plain thing, but they did put a lot of attention to details with all the mechanical, you know, components and all this stuff, which is incredible. And so I do appreciate that, you know, all this detail. Now let's look at the LED light on the gun effect. So I'm gonna dim the light here, and you can see for yourself. So you can see here, if I press the button, and you have this completely still. There are 3 different LED orange light in here, and you can see it like this, which is very, very nice, right? And if I press it again, and you will see that it kind of blinking around. So that is a new feature here, right? So it's very, very cool. And LED light on the eye is a blue color, but unfortunately I don't have that enough battery to cover that eye as well, so sorry about that. But apart from that, and everything in this figure is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to do the articulation in this figure because it's the same as every other articulation that you will see in the metal build Gundams or CangDao models or Motor Nuclear or any of those stuff. Basically they're all the same articulation. So I don't have any articulation in this figure, I'm pretty sure. You can do the 3-point landing pose and stuff, no problem, because I can see all the empty area where you can actually push this leg all the way up and shouldn't have any problem. But what I do really like is this clear part on the chest part. That is insane features really. I just love this detail. So that is really cool, and I appreciate about the weapons and all these LED features on the weapons. And so this new guy is definitely superior than the old one. But then again, the old one is not a bad figure and still an awesome Optimus Prime. So they don't transform, by the way. Some people might be wondering that Transformer, well, it must transform. Not really in these 3-0 figure. And there's some third-party Chinese Optimus Prime that where you can actually transform, and you can get those one as well. And they also made a die-cast and some LED light up as well. But I'm not really keen on those one. There is also the YOLO part or something like that. They also have the massive scales of detail. That is the best Transformer Optimus Prime I've ever seen. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's not YOLO part, it's something else. It's really big, and then all this detail in there is incredible. You can have the all the spark on the chest, and details in that figure is incredible. I saw it on Facebook, some kind of like post there from, I don't know what company it is, but yeah, that was incredible. I'm sure that it's going to be cost very expensive as well. But anyway, right, I hope that this video is helpful. I'm sorry that it took a little longer to show you everything. So I hope that this is helpful, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Cheers.